If I do video without my sunglasses, I look silly. My eyes are all huge. Now I can't even see nothing. All them dark circles around my eyes. All the crying I done did in my life. Now you know why. It's actually genetic. My mama had them too. My sister got them. My brothers got them. It is what it is. All right, yeah. So this is what I look like. Without the sunglasses, natural, my hair. This is what he gets to wake up to every day. Oh, she's so lucky. She don't know she got caught. I'm messing around. Whew. Again, I can't see without my... Oh, the dog's out. I may have to go back in. He may not let me talk. All right. Man. How's everybody's day? This is my swim gear. If you're wondering what I'm wearing, it's just a swim top. What do we want to talk about today? As I'm getting older, I'm kind of regretting this face that I made all the time. Like, damn, you was mad. No, man, I was squinting so I could see you. Man, it's thick, bruh. It's all good. I walk around like this all day. People think I'm mad. I'm like, no, it's my face. I used to be angry a lot. Oh, man, no, I want to talk about anger. Man, I was an angry kid. I was an angry, like, 20-year-old. In my 20s is when I started getting real angry. Like, hating the world, man. I started drinking a lot. Like, when I mean a lot, I mean like 30 cases a day. Maybe a 30 case. Man, but I was around some folks that they could drink. But I liked liquor. Shots. And martinis. Oof. Give me a dirty martini, 3 olives, 3 onions. I'm sold. But I like it extra dirty. Those used to be my things. Dirty martinis, man. I don't drink no more. I learned my lesson. It was a rude awakening, but I was always angry, man. I would take all the hurt and anger that I had from my childhood and just dump it on the women that were with me. I'm sorry, ladies. Like, y'all, I was nuts. And I always was angry. I would just break out in anger. I used to punch walls. I patched so many walls. Not something I'm proud about. I wish I would have found meditation a lot sooner. I wish I would have stuck to my studies. I could have prevented that period of my life. And it just ended up making bad choices, but the anger that I would feel, I now know derived from the hurt that I experienced as a child. The hurt that I went through as a child. And as an adult, I now know that's why I lashed out. And I am so sorry to those women who dealt with me, like literally dealt with me. I mean, And again, like that's part of my Sagittarius though too, you know? Like I'm a fire sign, so I'm quick to, whew, I'm quick back with the word, with the tongue, with the, you know. Then if I boil over, whoo, man, that's when things, yeah, I would just handle it. I would have to just handle it because that's how I was raised. I couldn't let no one disrespect me. Like I learned quickly on my own. You can't let people do that. But I would take it out on my girls. You know what I mean? That wasn't right at all. And man, I'll tell you, I've learned so much. But I let the anger get the best of me because I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know about, you know, anger management. I didn't know about having to go through your own traumas mentally, physically. And by what I mean by that is, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you would know that I tend to cry. I'm a Sagittarius with a Pisces moon and a Sagittarius rising. And rising and ascendant. So I'm very emotional. But it's just because I have a lot of water, I have a lot of fire in my astrological chart. And when that happens is when you mix fire and water, I tend to boil over. And instead of anger and lashing out in anger, I would cry too. And I would cry because I was always mad. And now I understand that the tears, because then I would cry and get more angry because I would think people would be making fun of me because I'm crying. You're not supposed to cry. You're not supposed to show emotion. But that was just a natural thing about me is I show emotion. Because of my fire and my water, I just boil over. And if I would have known that a lot sooner, I could have prevented a lot of things, a lot of embarrassment. It is bright. I'm trying to stop wearing my sunglasses here. But I do need my glasses because I can't see nothing. I am blind. But yeah, anger, man, it took a lot out of my life. It took a lot of people that were trying to help me out of my life. I pushed a lot of people away because I didn't understand that this was deriving from my childhood. I'm gonna turn this way. There we go. That it was deriving from my childhood, so I didn't understand how to manage it. But once I found how to manage it through meditation and understanding that these people are not reacting in the manner to hurt me, they're simply reacting in the way that they best know how. And if I react and show compassion, that will be shown back. Now that's what I've learned, instead of lashing out. And man, it's been a rough 6 months. A lot of internal growing, a lot of mirror talking to forgive myself too for the things that I've done to people and the anger that I've expressed. I'm not understanding and not knowing that that was coming from a place of hurt. So I'm not excusing my behavior. I'm just simply saying that now I understand and I know. And if I had someone who went through this and was able to teach me it, and it wasn't so faux pas to not talk about shit that you go through and help somebody else, you know, maybe I could have prevented a lot of that. But obviously I had to go through it, so now I could teach it. And now that I am teaching it, I'm kind of being vulnerable here and letting y'all know that bits about my life. So, welcome to the journey again. Remember that anger derives from hurt. Sadness derives from hurt. And love, in a sense, derives from hurt as well. You know how to love because you've been hurt. You know how to forgive because you've been forgiven. You know how to give because you you have received. And that is the truth. And once you learn that piece, you learn that we must all share our stories. Our stories don't belong to us, as Master Teacher Nature Boy would say. Shout out to Master Teacher Nature Boy. Learning so much from the videos and gaining so much knowledge. Thank you. We're all one. As long as we can see and be compassionate with each other and be human with each other and be real with each other, we'll all be better. So know that anger derives from hurt. When someone is unable to express themselves in any other form but anger, that is what they revert to. And this goes for anybody. Anybody that you know that responds in anger, you have to understand, like, for me personally, like, I could not show emotion. It was not acceptable. I needed to be stern in order to be heard. And I allowed that to carry into my everyday life. And I pushed people away, and I pushed people away, and I pushed people away from my anger and not understanding that. And now that I see that if I react in love and compassion and understanding, that it is so much easier to say that I'm sorry versus just holding that shit in and letting it poison you. Because it ain't poisoning nobody else. You just mad about something that you know the other person don't even know. So the other person don't even know that you're mad at them because you won't say nothing because you're too mad at them and you're too prideful to say anything. And then you want to blame others. But you got to step up. You got to step up to the plate. Have strength in yourself. So, all anger derives from hurt. Just know the next time, you see this, look at, it's because I can't see. The next time that somebody, expresses themselves in anger, just know that they're hurting and try and find that peace and try and understand them from that perspective, And you got to also take care of yourself. You got to also take accountability, because if you keep responding in that way, people are not going to want to deal with you. That's what I've learned. And yeah, I've lost my step. I'm only human. But I'm getting better because I'm addressing the matter head on. I'm not deviating from my course. I'm understanding that in order for it to get better, I must implement it in my life. So that's what I'm choosing to do, is to understand and be compassionate of others when they display anger. And understand that when I displayed anger, it was because I was hurt. Okay. Cool. All right. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you always. And remember, stay up, stay blessed. Keep going, y'all. And don't ever get up. Shout out to Master Teacher. Peace Reflections.